genetic crosses that involve two traits, biology 2A. So in this we're going to look at when an organism inherits two traits that are located on separate chromosomes, what we call unlinked traits. And so if you get into linked, it gets a little more complicated, but we're just going to go with this for right now. So in rabbits, gray hair is dominant to white hair. Also in rabbits, black eyes are dominant to red eyes. These letters represent the genotypes of the rabbit, and they give us a nice little key there. So if we go down to question 1, what are the phenotypes, descriptions of rabbits that have the following genotypes? So if we have the big G, little b, little b. So we really look at these independently. The big G, little g is, if we come up to our key, is gray hair. So gray hair. And little b over here is red eyes. So this one will be inheriting red eyes. If you go down to the next one, you have littles across the board. So little is white hair with red eyes. And then little big. Our littles again would be white hair. And our big B is black eyes. And big little is gray hair. And with big little in the eyes would be black eyes. So really simple filling out those 4. And those are important because down here we get a whole lot more complicated. So in this one, a male rabbit with genotype big G, little b is crossed with a female rabbit with the genotype little g, big B, little b. The square is set up below. Fill it out and determine the phenotypes and proportions of the offspring. Now, filling out squares like these are actually a bit of a nightmare. And one of the nice things for you guys when you take exams is most of the time it's going to be multiple choice, and we don't ask you to fill this out from scratch. But if you ever were to, what we do is we look at in this type of cross is what are all the possible combinations. And so since our male rabbit is big G, every possible thing that he could donate to his offspring are those big G's. And since he's homozygous recessive on the smaller trait, the other trait too, they're all little b's over here. With the female rabbit though, she's little g, so all the offspring, all the possible combinations are little g's, and then big B, little b. And so this means we could have the odds of big, little big, or little. And that's how we come out with that. Now, when we write these out, we look at all the combinations. So here we have big G, big B, little b as being our first possible genotype. The next one, big little again, and you would go on through here. So if we keep heading down, you'd have big little. Down here you would have big little, and then you'd have little. So go ahead and fill out your square. When you have that all done, you're going to come over here, and how many out of 16 have gray fur and black eyes? So to have gray fur and black eyes, let's look at our possible genotypes. For the gray fur, it can be big G, big, or big little. For the black eyes, it can be big B, or big little. So you're going to come back over to this square once you have it all filled out and count the number that you see. And so like already right here, and if you want to, you can write it in here. The big G, little g would be our gray, and big little would be black. That would count as 1. And you would keep going till you find those. We want just the raw number out of 16 for this particular one. So I have the key at the front. Once you're done, you can come on up and check your answers.